Hello, in this video we will go through the limit test for sulfates. So limit test for sulfate is a type of quantitative or semi-quantitative analysis that we do to identify the level of impurities present in pharmaceutical substances. This limit test is based on the principle that if we are having soluble sulfates and we will react it with barium chloride in the presence of dilute hydrochloric acid, it will lead to formation of barium sulfate. This newly formed barium sulfate, it will appear as solid particles, or we can say in the form of turbidity in the solution, and that will help us in doing the visual analysis of the solution. This is the reaction involved in this limit test. The sulfate in the presence of dilute HCl, it will react with barium chloride and it will lead to formation of barium sulfate, which is insoluble and is going to give turbidity to the solution. So for this limit test, we have to follow the procedures as shown here. In step 1, we will be taking 2 Nessler cylinders and those will be labeled as standard and the other one will be labeled as test. In step 2, we have to take standard solution in the standard Nessler cylinder. We will be taking 1 ml of 0.1089% weight by volume potassium sulfate solution. It will be used as a standard solution. It will produce standard turbidity. While in the test cylinder, we will be taking specific weight of compound or sample that we have to analyze, and we will dissolve it in water or suitable solvent as per the procedure given in pharmacopoeia. Then in step 3, we will be adding 2 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid in both the cylinders. From this step onwards, we are going to treat both the solutions in the same manner. In step 4, we will be adding distilled water in both the cylinders and we will make up the volume approximately 45 ml. Then in step 5, we will be adding 5 ml of barium sulfate reagent. Now the volume is up to the mark, that is 50 ml mark in both the cylinders. Then we will mix the solutions with the help of glass rod and we will wait for 5 minutes for the completion of reaction. After 5 minutes, we will see that there is development of turbidity in the standard cylinder as well as in the test cylinder. So now our work is to compare the intensity of turbidity which is developed here. So we can write the observation that the turbidity produced in sample solution should not be greater than that of the standard solution. If turbidity produced in sample solution is less than that of the turbidity produced in standard solution, we will say that the sample is qualifying the limit test for sulfate and it can be further used. While if the turbidity is more than that of the standard solution, the sample is rejected. Some important points in this limit test are that why we used hydrochloric acid here. So hydrochloric acid helps to make the solution acidic, while the other reagent that we have used, barium sulfate, it contains barium chloride, sulfate free alcohol and a small amount of potassium sulfate. So why we have added potassium sulfate in this reagent? So potassium sulfate helps to increase the sensitivity of the test by giving ionic concentration to the reagent, while alcohol is used in this reagent to prevent supersaturation. Thank you for watching the video.